I haven't picked up a guitar yet today. Playing the 4 chord along with the 1 chord, over the 1 chord. That's that kind of thing. When you do that, that's part of a C7. The tritone thing. But this little thing here, that's like, I'm out of tune. B flat, A minor, so really, if you're playing in chords, all that same kind of stuff. Lost it there. That's okay. That's how I like to practice. If I'm doing some kind of, sorry, my nose is itching, must be allergies. That's kind of like how I would practice. Other than working out some lines, which is cool to take your time, and you can do some like out of time stuff where you're not really so worried about keeping the groove going. But if I'm playing some blues or some jazzy kind of blues stuff like that, the goal is to keep the groove going. You don't want to sacrifice that groove. That's a big deal. So as you can see there, I got out of the flow and I fucked up. So I don't know what I did there, but you know, if you don't get back to it, man, there is a certain vocabulary and language that you have to speak with that kind of playing. And so, but that's fun stuff, man. That little, I don't know where that tune came from. That little, introductory to kind of a jazz blues, where you're playing the blues changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minor, 1. You're throwing in these little things. 2, 5, 1. So it's based on the blues change, but you're playing a little bit more sophisticated turnarounds and stuff like that. I'm just jumping around here, friends. I'm actually leaving for Scotland tonight at 9:30, and I was on the phone for an hour and a half trying to check in to British Airways for my flight. The website was down. The app sucked. The website and app for British Airways sucks. Not only was it not working, but it was just a total disaster. But got on the phone, talking in circles with somebody at customer service, which, not to get on a soapbox, but I will say that, and I'm privileged, of course, and I'm, lucky to be doing the things that I do for a living. But I will say, every once in a while, I will have to voice my opinion that the customer service situation is getting pretty bad out there, folks. We got to be nice to these people, I know, but man, it is just getting to where just doing anything is such a pain in the ass that it's almost not worth it. Traveling is getting to be real tough. And man, I am a guy that loves to travel. You know that. I love to take trips. I love to go meet new people and see new places and eat new food. But man, I'm thinking about, like, this summer taking a trip and driving across the country to go out west, just so I can have my stuff in my car and not have to deal with the airport and all the bullshit. It's just getting to be, I don't feel free when I go to those places. I want to feel free. I want to have my car and my cooler and all my stuff, and have the luxury of having, kind of being able to do what you want when you want. How cool would that be to drive across the country and see some things that I've never seen before? I've been to all the states, including Alaska and Hawaii. Alaska multiple times. Been to all the Dakotas. Been to Maine. Although been to every single state. But when you're on tour, you don't always get to see those places like you would if you were on vacation. So I'm going to go now, and like the rest of my life, I'm going to spend revisiting these places that I wanted to check out. Maine coast, Northeast coast, eat some seafood, do some sailing, go out west, do the national parks, do all that stuff. But anyway, guys, I had a couple other things. I'm going to Scotland to do this amazing clinic for 6 days with Larry Carlton, Robin Ford, Robbie McIntosh, and there's some other ones on there. And so I had this unmarked black box. That's probably not something you want to take to the airport. So I put some stickers on it, GT and all that. But this is a Nobles, the silver anniversary model with the boost. It's been rehoused. I'm going to take that pedal, and I'm going to take this Dispatch Master, and that's going to be my delay, reverb, and my overdrive. And so they've got amps over there for me. And man, to be honest with you, I'm going all the way over there to do this clinic, and I'm not taking a guitar. They're providing a guitar for me over there, and they just asked what strings I use. And I said, hey man, nice 10 through 46 Diodario's, not too low, not too high on the action. I'll bring my own strap, which that reminds me, I got to grab that. But yeah, so I'm just taking those couple pedals, couple little one spots, one of these things. I'm going old school, man, back to the high school days. But that should be fun. I'm really looking forward to it, man. Some of my heroes are over there: Robin Ford, Larry Carlton. Looking forward to meeting these guys, spending some time in the Scottish Highlands. Don't forget, it is available to live stream. We'd love for you to join us. And that supports the musicians as well. We get a percentage of the live streams. So definitely check that link below. I had another interesting thing happen to me. I had to get glasses. So I was realizing that my mom was like, man, you're 46 years old. You got to go get your eyes checked. I said, well, I've always had 20/20 vision. She goes, well, yeah, when was the last time you had an eye test? I went, I don't know, probably 30 years ago. And I looked through my lady friend's glasses, and I was like, oh my God, everything is so clear. So I've got like 1% of nearsightedness where I can see everything close up, but I can't, like street signs and Netflix titles and things like that are a little bit farther away. Man, this clears them right up. So what do you think, man? First time, maiden voyage. I mean, right away, even a couple feet out, I mean, things over here that I'm reading titles and stuff are just way more clear. I mean, so I'm over it. I don't care what I look like anymore. I'm just, glad to be able to see things clearly. But yeah, I had to get some glasses. Maybe hopefully these frames aren't too obnoxious. I might go down the rabbit hole and get some cool Persol frames or something at some point. But that was a new thing that happened. So there's that. But guys, I'm just checking in for a minute. Thanks for putting up with my crazy little behind the scenes videos. I like taking that footage. The Smoky Mountains thing is, man, that's one of my favorite places. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. Just a fascinating part of our country, man. Just a beautiful, beautiful part. When they sectioned off that area, there was a reason, and they saw it. And man, when you drive out of there, it's not quite like it is in the park. It's just, there's a magical element to it that's like the water and the trees and the nature, and everything's just completely untouched. And the wildlife and all the different species of all these rare river salamanders and all this crazy stuff, tons of black bear. And then you go into Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge if you have to go to the grocery store or something, and it's just a nightmare. I mean, I'm not a fan of cheesy touristy shit, unless every once in a while you have to embrace it and do it when you're somewhere like, but man, Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge get me out of there fast. And it's so funny, man. I almost posted this video. When you're coming out of the park into Gatlinburg, literally it's a line that's like a foot. You're going from this beautiful, untouched, pristine wilderness that's amazing, right into Bubba Gump Shrimp Company and Ripley's Believe It or Not, and just all the most cheesy shit you can imagine. And it happens like black and white. It's like amazing park, horrible tourist trap, bam, right there. And it always blows my mind. It's so crazy. That's the kind of shit I'm thinking about. But if you can get a chance to go to the Smokies and do some hiking, it's really the only place in the South where you can go beat the heat, to get up into those woods and those elevations and the really cold spring-fed rivers. I mean, that's really in July or August in the South. That's really the only place you can go to really get to some temperatures that are really comfortable. And so there's some of that. I can't remember what else is going on, folks. We got the guitar party in June, I think on the 27th, with Nick Goverick and Tom Bukovac and Jed Hughes and all those guys. Man, I'm trying to get back to building this channel back up. When you go to the analytics page, all the arrows are facing down. The monetization's down, everything's down. But when you take a break, that's what happens, man. This social media shit is like, it's a rat race. And so, we do have to slow down a little bit, man, because once you get on that hamster wheel, especially here in Nashville these days, where everything's moving fast, everybody's motivated, everybody's on fire, but man, my motivation and inspiration with the social media stuff definitely has an ebb and flow to it. I'll get real motivated, and I think you can see other people's are like that. They'll post a bunch of videos and then it kind of drops down for a minute because, man, you just can't keep it up. You can't keep that pace up, and you can't do it and be inspired. And so I'm just sharing a couple of things that I think about. But man, you guys are very supportive, and certainly appreciate that. But it's I'm not quitting by any means. I don't want anybody to think I'm going to quit doing this, because it helps a lot of different things, not only our livings, but it helps you guys. It helps us learn. I'm learning something new every time I sit down and try to play this thing in front of you guys. But we do need to learn how to unplug and take things slow. It's okay. What I'm trying to learn these days is that it's okay to not do anything. I feel so good if I'm just like, chilling out at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If I'm just chilling and not doing anything work related, I kind of start to get uneasy. Like, God, I gotta be working. I gotta be doing something. I gotta be progressing and making progress and getting things done. And all these things run through my head, and I go, dude, it's okay to not do anything for like not only an hour, but a couple hours or a day or a couple days or even a couple weeks. I mean, that is something that I'm really struggling with, because if there's downtime, I start getting anxious, and I don't like that, man. I want to be able to not have that in my life. But I've been working so hard at these things that we do for so long that it becomes part of your makeup, I guess. I don't know what it is, but let's not forget to do this either, folks. Keep the rhythm going. Insert these little licks. 4, 1, 5. So that's the other thing, is getting so stuck in this Nashville bubble where everything has to be perfect and everybody's playing is so incredible. Man, don't forget to get your feet dirty and just jump in like that, you know. And you can see I'm kind of bombastic. My guitar's rattling a little bit. Might not be perfectly in tune. Man, sometimes that's okay. Just jump in and play this thing. Get dirty, you know, and then, you know, fine tune it. You know, look at the things that were a little rough and go back and kind of dial those in, man. But let's not let perfect get in the way of the pretty damn good. And that's all I want to say about that. I'm trying to fight with these things myself, and these are the things I struggle with every day, living in a town like this where all your friends are the most incredible musicians on the planet. It's just life, man. You know, there's people that aren't doing as good as us. There's people that are doing a lot better, and we got to find our whatever that means. And we got to find our way right in the groove and just try to stay there and be happy. So, trying to get through some of these things, man. I mean, I might be in some sort of a little bit of a funk. What I want to do is, I'm kind of burned out. I've been traveling so much and worked so hard at getting all these projects that we've done in the past couple of years released successfully. The Uncle Larry record, the Brett Popper courses, all these things that we're doing, work. And I guess what I'm saying, capstone comment to all this is I want to take some time to get creative again, to get inspired, to work on some new music, to release some new music, to collaborate with some of my friends and not be so worried about all this fucking social media shit all the time. Again, guys, thanks a million. I love y'all. You know who you are. Can't wait to see some of you in Scotland. That's going to be a great week. I know we're going to meet a lot of characters, and it's just going to be a great time. These guys, Guitar Made Easy by Tony Cole, he has just put together an incredible event. I've never seen anything dialed in quite like this. So please check out the live stream. Sorry for the long message and the kind of random videos, but you know, this is just what we do. So again, guys, thanks a bunch. Telecasting to you from East Nashville, Tennessee, over and out. And I will see you guys real soon. All right, cheers. Thanks a bunch. Bye.